All right, and welcome on into DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are here for our Eberron campaign, our Oracles of War, the Nightland campaign, set, in the world of Eberron after the last war. And so we are here for that. Super excited about that. But before we jump into that and pick up where we left off, I just want to go over our weekly D&D schedule, and that is on Mondays we have our Dragon of Icespire Peak adventure, the traditional D&D-esque adventure set within the Sword Coast. And then, of course, Fridays here for Eberron, set in the world of Eberron. Then we have on Saturdays our Strixhaven College of Chaos adventure set in the Strixhaven campus, just off of the Sword Coast. But yeah, each one being a very different campaign, and so join us for those other campaigns, as it is so much fun. I'm super looking forward to tomorrow, as the Strixhaven College is holding its Mage Tower Games, and so our adventuring party, or our Haven's Heroes, as it were, is going to be taking on the Mage Tower Games.
Ooh.
So it is very cool. It is very cool. I'm super looking forward to seeing what kind of shenanigans that they pull against the opposing team. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into this Eberron campaign, shall we? All right. Like I said, this is the Nightland, the Oracle of War Part 1 series, the Oracle of War series adventures. We have with us our adventuring party so far, which, by the way, doesn't have a name yet. We have Arthur, played by Bill.
Even.
We have Raven, played by Belinda.
Well, howdy, y'all.
We have Cinder Striker, played by Tor. We have Joe Mo, played by Cooper, who's Quiet Cooper today. And we have Dorian, played by Ragnarok.
Charmed.
Okay. And so, with that... Oh, is this why you just came and turned around to look at me, Mr. McCabe? Yes, he knew. He knew his uncle was doing the thing. He had faith that his uncle was doing the thing. And he did. Alright, so it is treat time. Okay, it has been a couple of weeks since our last adventure with this group. But we have been into what is called the Greylands. And you guys let me get you... Alright. To a map. You guys had ventured into the Mornland, and had, first taken on the challenge of ringing the bell, and you successfully did a job of going down, and you actually ended up rescuing someone in the process, as it seems that there were people that were scavenging from below some parts of a giant creature. Then you went to the Chapel of the Silver Flame last time, where you met with Mother Johanna, and you set out into the Mornland to find a stolen relic, which, in fact, you were able to obtain and bring back. So, when we left off, that means that you guys were back within the town of Salvage, and back within, just entering into the Grey Beyond, the tavern that you had been in before. So let's go ahead and get you started with that. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and stop that, and we are going to have... I don't know. That's weird. I had tavern music set up, and it does not want to be set up. All right, so you guys enter into the Grey Beyond, which you see is pretty full today. It seems that this is a quite busy tavern today, as it is a very busy drinking night. And you actually see that your bard friend that you so much do not like, Raven, is been, kind of, he's been drinking, so he's definitely, not doing his best music choices, but
He's new Candlefoot.
Didn't we have him booed off stage last
you did,
time?
but he's back.
I mean, is he ever making his best music choices? Let's be honest here.
I mean, sometimes.
He's nothing compared to you.
Yeah. Okay. So, so you see the tavern is full. Kind of talking and just, you've got a little bit of everything going on. You've got a couple of just, random people around, and you hear, just your general rowdiness. But yeah, you also very much, he's over there just kind of plucking away. He's not, the bard is not particularly like singing right now. He's just kind of playing at the moment. And as you guys kind of come in and get settled, Cinder Striker, you notice that Zahara is actually within the tavern today. You see that her and her group of scavengers are here within the tavern. And as you kind of come in, she seems to acknowledge you, and you kind of give her a nod. But she, her and the Grey Dogs is what it is, her crew members. And so is there anything that you guys would like to do within this tavern? You guys are going to go to the table that you had procured last time, I assume?
I mean, it is our table after all.
Okay. Are you getting food? You getting drinks? What are you doing?
I feel like after such a long journey, a drink is in order.
Okay. So, Cinder Striker, are you ordering drinks since you went up to the bar?
No.
Okay.
I'm just being antisocial, like I am.
Okay. You're super duper quiet again. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, so you go up, and Cinder Striker, as you step up to the bar, you see that your drink is already on the bar. And the bartender actually asks you, okay, okay. So he asks you, should we send drinks to everybody else? They want their usual, you think?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And he makes the drinks, sends them over with the Warforged that you guys have seen before. And he comes over and he sits down the drinks that you guys have had previously. And you see that he does. Okay, what are you prestidigitating?
I'm cooling down mine and Dorian's drinks.
Oh, okay, because no ice. Yeah, got it. All right.
It feels like they should point out that they do have a wall forged here, but they don't have ice.
It's mechanical, not frozen.
They could make something mechanical, but they couldn't make a freezer.
He was scavenged.
It's not what they can make, it's what the boss was willing to pay for, which isn't a whole heck of a lot.
But I'm pretty sure that a two-legged sentient machine man would cost a lot more than a freezer. Is all I'm saying. Carry on.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So we okay, let's see here. I feel like the house bard is the new Candlefoot of this campaign. You know, you're probably not wrong. Although, you know, if that's the case, I should probably like give him a name and stuff.
Nah, he doesn't need a name.
I mean, he's becoming important in the not so great way, but he's, yeah. All right. So let's get you guys kind of zoomed in a little bit here. All right. So the Warforged comes up and he says, "Food, drink, food, drink, drinks."
Well, you're
and he just hands you the drinks. And he goes, "Food."
Ah, my usual.
I'll have what she's having.
Okay. He looks over at Joe and he goes, "Sandwich?" And he just waits. 'Cause he's like, "No. Okay, no sandwich. Got it." And he kind of just is like, "Food? Food? Yeah? No? Maybe? I don't know." And he turns to Arthur and he kind of looks at you expectantly. "Food?
Whiskey.
Just drinks. Got it." All right.
I will get food for me and Joe and anybody
Okay.
the robot is not taking care of.
Okay. So
Don't always trust Joe's ordering choices.
after his sandwich fiasco.
That was an amazing sandwich. What are you talking about?
It was an amazing sandwich. Yes, it was. All right. So, as you actually, Cinder Striker, you get you food, and you get Joe food, and do you go sit at the table with them, or are you eating? Okay, so you do go over. Okay, so you head over and you sit with the rest of your party, and you kind of get get through your meal. You're on like round 2 or 3 of drinks. Arthur's on like 4 or 5 of whiskey. But it's not too long before you got Cinder Striker. You see, based on where you're sitting, you see Zahara stand up and say something to the gentleman that is at her left, and you see the two of them come walking over, and Zahara says, "Well, I hear that you guys have done well for yourselves. I hear that you have gotten your second job under your belt. Seems perhaps you might make a group of scavengers after all."
Well, we did ring a bell.
Quite literally.
"Yeah, but I also heard that you managed to find the relic that was stolen."
Oh yes, that was quite a bit of a journey.
Well,
Finding things is part of my expertise, after all.
I would like to introduce you to someone that I had made the comment that if he was available, I think that he would be a good fit for your group. And she kind of looks over at Cinder Striker and she says, "Don't you think that he would make a good fit? I think that this might be what you're lacking for an additional aid." And Cinder Striker, you recognize the person that she had talked about previously, the Warforged known as Krebus. Bob, could you please describe your character for us?
Sure. Wow. So Grievous appears to be 6'5". He's pretty stocky, and he has a mouse's head, missing one ear. He has obviously some kind of mechanical eye in his right eye. He's dressed in like colorful clothing, and he has what look to be like warforged hands and feet.
Okay. And she says, "This is Krebus. I believe that he will fit in nicely. Krebus, this is the party that I was telling you about." And she kind of so for reference, this is Krebus. Okay. She says, I think, if I can get this right, if I remember correctly, and she kind of looks over at Joe and says, "Your name is Joe. Is it Joe Schmo? Joe Fo? No, that's not right. Probably just call him Joe. That would be good. Yeah.
Joe Mama. That was a joke my cousin once told me.
There you go. And so you see that Joe is Joe is a halfling. He is also an artificer of the healing variety. He is, he's got the mark of healing halfling. But he is a very merchant type guy, and when Cooper is able to voice all of this, you will understand what I mean by a merchant type guy. Next to Joe, Zahara says, "Well, you know Cinder Striker. You guys have."
I think you'll help us a lot. I'm assuming I know a little bit about what he does.
Yes, you know that he also is an artificer. Not artificer. I mean, he is he's a bard. I mean, he's not an artificer. He's a bard, but he's a general purposey type person. So you do feel like he may fit into the things that you were lacking. Next to Cinder Striker, you see this gentleman right here, Arthur. Arthur, what you want to describe your character for us, please?
Arthur's just an older, sort of crotchety tinkerer, wearing old and quite dusty clothing, with a little air of pigpen.
Okay. Then she kind of works her way around the table. She says, "Don't really know this one too well. Seems to be pretty." And she kind of leans kind of close to Krebus and says, "A little fancy for around here, but I think you said your name was Dorian or something like that?"
Dorian Gray.
That's the one. Yeah. And so what do you see? What does he see when he looks at Dorian Gray?
A gentleman in a nicely tailored outfit. Revolver on one side. Haven't cocked quite the rifle yet. A darker gentleman. Gloves on. Sipping a mint julep. And he'll set a badge briefly on the table because he is part of the watch. Watch's eye. Just on a bit of a sabbatical.
Okay. And then kind of turns to Raven and says, "And this is Raven. Raven,
you
what
see
do
what-
they see?
You see what looks like an elven woman, probably in her later 20s, mid 20s, later 20s. She has long purple hair, pulled out back in a ponytail, very pale skin, almost looks like a mixture of a drow and a moon elf, almost, when you look at her. And she has dark purple eyes.
Okay. And so Zara says, yeah, I believe that Krebus, that this would be a good fit for you. If you would do me the favor of making sure they survive their next quest. I think if 3 under your belt, you might actually become a party. Hold your own.
How are you with doors, Krebus?
I am fine with those. Hello, everybody. My name is Krebus Decree. Will you be my friend?
I
Of
suppose I've
course.
been in. I suppose I've been in stranger company.
Well, as long as you don't upstage me, perhaps we can do a little act together.
You see, Zahara lifts her hand and gestures to Alpha and says, next round's on me. And she goes, well, I will let you guys get to know each other and make your plans for the whatever it is that you plan to do next. Good luck. And you see
Thanks.
she walks away and goes back to her party. So with that, my friends, you have gained your last party member, as you now have Krebus with you.
Oh, creepy sugar. Are you all robot, or is there a little man in there? Because I've heard this is some experimentation. Are you all mechanical?
I am an amalgamation of both. Consider me more like a golem that thinks.
So you do have your own mind. Alright, just make sure we don't have anybody controlling you behind the scenes.
Oh, no.
Aside
I am
from
in
the man
charge.
inside.
What was that?
I am in charge of my head.
I said aside
Such as
from
it
the
is.
man inside.
Pardon me?
Aside from the man inside.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you.
And I look over at Joe and Arthur. Now, none of y'all take any parts from him. I know you all both like to tinker, but he is a member of a party, and if you don't steal somebody's arm, you wouldn't steal part of him.
All right, I promise.
Thank you for this consideration.
See, I knew Joe had it on his mind. Joe was thinking about it. It's a wily one, that one. It's a wild one.
Sometimes. All right. So with that, you now see Krebus. And you also know that there is one quest on the quest board still that you previously had seen. Tor, if the arm falls
only
off,
the
I
20.
think it's fair game. But I'm not positively sure.
That is fair.
And
Quiet.
then if
it'd be
it falls
nice
off of somebody else, then it's definitely fair game. But, you
I
know,
mean, it'd be nice if you try to fix it first, but if you can't fix it, then yes, fair game.
So it falls under the it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye and then, hey, free eyeball.
pretty much. Yep.
I only have one eye. I do hope I do not lose it.
Oh, well, aren't you just the asymmetrical little cutie, and I pat him on the cheek.
All right. So you do know that the quest that is on the quest board did refer to the Salvage Market about going into the gray to look for a missing scout. So keep
You've
that
been
in
avoiding
mind.
that one.
Huh?
The gray's a scary place. I'd much rather go into a white or a black. Gray is just two in between. At least you know what you're getting out of a white when you're getting out of black, but gray, you never know.
True, but after surviving the first two adventures, I feel like I should keep my word and help them into the gray. They have proven they can survive after all.
It, you know they can hear you. They're all part of this conversation, right?
I know. Hence why I address they as an owl.
Well, it looks like little Dorian has an elevated way of speaking. That's adorable.
Ooh,
I love it, Bob. I love it so much. So much.
he got some shade.
This does have shade. All right. So hey, watch the PvP, buddy. Watch the PvP.
Now, Dora, we talked about whipping it out in public.
Did we?
Apparently, we did not talk about it enough.
I feel like I would have remembered.
All right. So, that's funny. Okay. With that being said, though, is there anything that anybody needs to do prior to venturing out on another adventure?
Well, is there anything that we know that we need to bring into the gray with us, just to keep us safe?
Anything that will keep you safe?
Like, do we need health potions or some shit like that?
It wouldn't hurt.
You
Or a
got
better tent.
You are going into the gray?
Well, you're already gray, darling. You'll fit right in. Sorry. Darling slip.
It's all right. It's all good. Krebus, you did look over and look at the quest board and see the only quest that is left on there said, speak to Bellalore in the Salvage Market about entering the Gray to look for a missing scout. And it seems that is the quest that this group is looking to go on.
Now, can anybody tell us what this scout looks like? Because, there's a lot of people on the Gray sometimes, and, we want to make sure we find the right scout.
Probably.
You don't want to bring a scout that's not their scout.
Probably Bellalore, the one you're supposed to go speak to.
There's an idea. Mm-hmm. Now the omniscient god is thinking with their noggin.
I want to buy a backup set of thieves' tools.
Okay, a backup set of thieves' tools. You can totally do that. In fact, you can go to the
fancy handout you made.
provisions inventory list and pick up the things and venturing gear that you would like to purchase. And then just to subtract that from your gold that you happen to already have. There is a provisions list, there is a weapons and armor list, and then there is the just compendium books that I happen to already own here on Roll20 if you need to look up something. All right. Okay. Now, just for reference, magical items such as health potions or the like are available here within Eberron, and can be found for sale in most communities. Now it just depends on if you have the gold to purchase such things.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind. We have to pay for it. That's no fun.
Is it because you don't have enough money to buy the?
I have enough money, but I would also like to get better armor.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
Like half my money for this.
So, so you, if you would like to try to find some health potions or whatnot, you can do that.
I would like to try.
Okay. So you can set out to go, and there is a shop here that specializes in potions and the like.
What time is it?
This would be early evening at this point, because you guys had gotten back and you're just kind of settling
I thought
in.
we got back and then we took a rest and then because we booed the guy right before we went to sleep.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I was thinking that you did that before you left.
Nope,
Okay.
that was when we
Alright,
got back.
well, then
No,
you
but it's
guys
gonna
are
be a
kind of-
tradition now.
Well, let's put it this way then. So, this is the next day. You guys have kind of ventured out and taken care of any purchases and whatnot that you need. So we're going to go through and do this little go purchase things, and this has happened before this then. Okay, so you can go to the potion shop. There are all kinds of different potions available. Looking for a health potion, those would be 50 gold apiece.
Well, I only have $45, sugar,
I'm
Perhaps you could, skim a little bit off the top.
I'm sorry, ma'am. This is, it cost me to make them, and
Oh,
the ingredients they're even more out here than in a bigger city.
oh, I understand that, sugar, but you wouldn't want anything to happen to little me, would you?
Well,
You
of course
feel-
not. But you
I mean,
wouldn't want
I would have
anything
to
to happen
tell-
to me either, would you?
I would have to stay on my deathbed, Oh, that potion shop person just wouldn't sell to me. They had overpriced potions, and, I mean, I have a pretty big following at the tavern, Word might get out and you might lose some business.
Give me a persuasion check. Okay. Okay. All right. He says, I suppose that, would be able to, I can't, ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't, my boss would be so mad if I did that. Like,
Boss, sugar.
I could,
May I interject a moment?
oh, okay.
So I'll put my badge on the countertop. Son, this is an official investigation of the watch going into the gray. We need all the supplies we can get at a most reasonable price. I would greatly appreciate your discounting of this potion to this here party member and credit you with assisting in this investigation.
He looks up at you and it's like,
The watch would appreciate your
give me a
cooperation.
persuasion check, Dorian.
That's one thing
Kribis,
I'm not proficient.
This would be before you guys met together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darn. I wish I were in
I'm
there.
wondering.
Yeah, Dorian, he's just not, he's like, I can't, 50 is actually our sale price. Like, normally, honestly, we sell them for like 75 out here. But,
Oh, well, that's just criminal.
well, I mean, it's hard to get the ingredients to make them. And it takes, I mean, it takes like 2 days to make them, and yeah, it's really, it's really expensive to make them.
You know where I'm from? We get free healthcare at all.
Well,
He's
I
dead.
mean, good luck with that.
How about a trade then?
Okay, what are you wanting to trade?
I'll trade my light crossbow for the 5 gold pieces this young lady's missing.
You, okay, okay, well, like, we do buy crossbows, it'd be, I could give you 15 gold for that.
Give me 10 and put the other 5 towards this young lady's bill.
There you go.
Okay, we can do that.
Perfect. Thank you, sugar.
All right, and so you have 1 health potion.
Yay, we might not die.
Maybe not die. All right. So let's see here. Get that out, and you have a health potion.
Didn't we have a bunch too from the end of the last thing?
Do ya? Did you mark it down?
So,
Who's in charge of inventory? It's not me. It's never me.
we had a couple of things. Alchemist fire, 20 silver arrows, 3 health potions, antitoxin.
Aha! Well, now we have 4 health potions.
Well, you have your own health potion because I put it under
Well,
your sheet.
Yeah,
Well, I
Silver
mean,
was
you know.
in silver arrows, I remember, and we didn't decide on the rest of the stuff.
There was 10 silver bullets off of that. I remember
Yes.
So
that.
that's right, you guys split it.
Yes. Joe, you want an herbalism kit? Okay. All right. Just for okay.
I support Cinder's block buying.
Okay. All right, you're buying 2 locks. Got it. All right. Let's see, healer's kit. Okay. All right. So there you go. You now have a healer's kit, Joe. All right. Okay. So there you go. By the way, Cinder, like 3 copper maybe for your locks, because they're pretty intricate locks for you to practice on. I know, but I know. But they're intricate locks, but they are like, there's no key, there's no nothing.
Mystery locks.
There are total mystery locks that are all beat up, but they look to be very intricate. And, huh? Okay. Do we need, by the way, a general inventory list for the rest of the party? Like a community list?
Probably.
Okay, I'll make you a handout with community list. All right. Okay. So, community list. All right. There you go. Now you have a community list. All right. Okay. So, by the way, just keep in mind that if, since you did complete the second mission, you do have a second hero point. For those of you who did complete that.
Well, that doesn't mean I couldn't make my offering to the dice gods, you know.
Right.
With the treat time, you know.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. And thank you, Patrick, subscribe for a second month.
Yay!
And look, more treat times, guys. All right. Yay! All right. There you go. Ashley's being a lazy boy. You better hurry up here, or others gonna eat all the treats.
He's very fluffy.
He is very fluffy.
He keeps insisting on laying by a window on top of one of your winter coats.
Yes. Yes, he's weird, but I love him. All right, so yeah, remember that you
doesn't mind.
can spend the hero point after the roll is made, but before you know whether you have succeeded or not.
So do we have 2,
You
or
have
do we
2.
just have? But what if we spent it?
If you spent one of them, then you only have 1. But yes, yep. So you do have the hero points
How do I have 3? What did I do?
because you did an extra special thing during one of the things.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yep. Oh, probably. Yeah. All right. So with that, we time is weird soup. We're back to the tavern after all of the shopping that just happened again. And by the way, Dorian, did you have crossbow bolts to go with that crossbow?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He doesn't use crossbow bolts, silly. He's a bullet guy.
Yeah, I know, but he had a crossbow, so I was asking if he has the crossbow bolts that went with the crossbow. But no. Okay. All right. Then with that, are you guys making a plan to go speak to the guy in the salvage market?
Does anyone else feel like we were just sitting here a moment ago?
I'm feeling a weird little deja
So
vu
we
moment.
would have gone shopping?
Huh?
Isn't that where we would have gone shopping?
Possibly, but you didn't. So you would have been there shopping, then come back, meet Krebus in the tavern, and then determined your plan for the next quest.
Time is a weird soup.
It is a weird soup, and I forgot to ask you guys before we had you introduced you to Krebus. I am sorry.
I'm just asking in general, would we know that? Is that
Yes,
where the
that is
shopping
where you were shopping.
happens?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, that is in fact where you would have been shopping. All right. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's get. So, anyways, if you would like, we can, you guys can head over to the market, and because you know that it is a very large warehouse, is known as the Salvage Market. You guys have actually been here before, on your last quest when you were talking to one of the other guys, looking for the I just totally lost what you were looking for. For the Stolen Relic. Yes. All right. So let's see here. Okay. Let's see. So is there anything that all right. No. All right, we're just going to go and go. How's that? We're going to do this. You guys are going to head to the market. I'm going to leave you on here because there is no real market picture for that, but this way
What
everybody
if
can
there
see
was a
that
market
too.
combat? Why did they not give us a market map if there wasn't a market combat?
There's no market combat.
There could be.
I mean, there could be, but that's what the blank battle map's for.
Mm.
All right, so the salvage market occupies a large dirt floor here within, let's see, let's change this up a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, so very, let's see here. Okay. So you've got salvage brokers or their proxies standing behind armored counters, haggling over prices. And for those of you who are here from here or been here for a while, you recognize or you know Bellalore as a goblin trader that is known to be known for her shrewd mind and ironclad nature of her deals. You can easily pick her out of the crowd for her her fine leather cloak that sways as she moves around to deal with the customers crowded around her table. Much like Krebus, one of her ears is missing, giving her an odd lopsided look to match her lopsided grin that she is giving to her customers, as it seems she is very much enjoying her work. All right. So you hear the haggler, you hear, just, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. All right. Okay. Yes, as agreed, Cinder Striker does keep her her hands visible at all times. Good call.
I feel like Cinder Striker has a lot of like rules she has to follow, and I feel like it's a little discriminatory.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
The mother didn't like her, and now she has to keep her. What were you doing before you met us?
Same thing I'm doing now. Whatever, I have to.
There.
Yep. So, actually, everybody, you know what? Everybody give me a perception check, please. Oh, perfect. I like the one. That's
Not Grievous, though, right? Is he
not Creepus,
there?
no. Not Creepus.
Darren's too busy
He's
looking
with
at
you guys,
Raven.
but no. This is a... Yeah, something else. Alright. So, Raven, you and, Arthur... Will Cinder Striker give me a roll as well? Okay. You... As you guys are going towards the market, you see this small creature seems to be kind of popping his head out from around Krebus's ankle, and you see this small, what looks to be a small gray and white cat that seems to be following Krebus around. As soon as you guys leave the tavern.
Oh, little fluff ball, and I'm gonna crouch down to pet it.
Okay. What happens, Krebus? As they do this.
With what?
The cat that is following you around.
I am petting the cat.
As you see, Raven bends down to pet this small cat that's following you around.
Oh. He keeps following me around. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just cute thing. Cutest
Shoo,
button.
kitty. Shoo, kitty. Shoo.
Oh! I'm gonna try to pick up the cat.
He kind of lets you, and you feel like he is a fluffy little gray and white tuxedo-looking cat.
Aww. I should name him. You know what I'm gonna name him? I'm gonna name him Sir. His name's gonna be Sir, and that will be his name. He looks like a little Sir.
You see that this cat specifically has a collar on, and you see that it. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. I gotta scroll. You see that he's got 4 white paws. All of them have different lengths of white, so it looks like he has 4 different white socks on. And you see that he has a collar that is a blue collar that the tag of it is shaped. What's the shape that I'm looking for? It's shaped like a.
How many sides?
It looks like a D20.
Dodecahedron.
Thank you, dodecahedron. That's what I'm looking for. But it currently is blank. The tag itself.
Like you don't have a name, little one. Well, your new name is Sir. Do you like that?
Meow.
Is it actually a sir?
I check. Is it a Sir?
Krebus, is it a sir? Or
Or
is
a
it a
man?
ma'am? It is up to you.
Is it just... I don't know. It's just some kind of pest that bugs me. He won't run away. Or she. I don't know.
Odd males, evens are female. It's a male.
Male. All right. So, sir. Okay. And
I
as
think it plans on hurting me.
Oh, I wouldn't hurt that.
as you say, sir, and it kind of looks over at Krebus, and as if to verify that that would be the name.
I am not the one to choose this. If you wish to name this, please do.
Well, I think so. Wants your approval.
Okay. It's fine. Call him what you will. I nod my head.
My
What you
cousin
will
had one
is
of
a
those.
really long name.
What you will is a long name.
He is so what he'll be so what you will. And we'll call him so for short.
My cousin had one of those.
But a furry thing that follows it all over the place.
Yes, but his was actually split in two.
That sounds horrifying.
That does sound a little horrifying.
No, not like actually split. I mean, it would become two.
Oh.
He got it. Because he picked it up somewhere in the Feywild.
The Feywild? I've heard stories though.
It's awfully muggy. It gives me the horribles.
The horrible.
And actually,
That is his character. That is Sir.
yay.
Mm-hmm. We're actually gonna put Sir right there. Yes, as a matter of fact, if you donate 2 extra life, you too can have a Ashy Familiar. Yes. Otherwise known as Sir What You Will, apparently.
Even if you are afraid that it will kill you.
Even if you are afraid it will kill you. And just for reference, I forgot to put it on there. He will have the rest of his traits on there later.
Yay.
He is a very special cat, as a matter of fact. So, all right. Okay. And let's see here.
Guys, we have one animal.
You do.
We need to rebuild our menagerie.
All right. So, okay. So you guys see that there is this cat that's following Krebus wherever he goes. And when you, Raven, when you put him down, he just kind of goes and hovers around Krebus.
Think he likes Krebus? I mean, to be fair, you do look like his favorite meal, but you know.
I am too large to fit in this one.
Or you're just more meals that way.
That is a distinct possibility.
Death by 1,000 tiny little bites.
Yes.
Maybe that's what happened to your
The
ear.
darkest class I've ever had. You kids are, well, frankly, a little frightening.
Thunder. Thing.
Finally, somebody thinks I'm scary.
Okay. All right. So you guys are within the Salvage Market, standing. You guys walk up to the to Bellalor's table, and yeah, you see she's there. She's haggling. She's having a good time, and I mean. Above table, you guys know how much there's a difference whenever you go to like a market or a the fair, when you go into those the buildings with all of the sellers. There's a difference between someone who enjoys their job and is having fun and someone who is doing their job and putting on a persona, and then the person who is just there for the paycheck. This one, she seems to be loving her job. So, yeah. Yeah, so she's just...
She's also the boss, so that helps.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. That's for sure. As she sees you guys kind of standing there, she's like, "Hey, what can I do to help you? What are you interested in for today? What can I do? What can I do, huh? What can I do for you?"
We're going into the gray.
Well, I am sorry to hear that.
Not as sorry as we are to be going, but we do need information. We are after a scout that has apparently gone missing out there.
As soon as you say that, you see the smile on her face fade, replaced by a very false smile. Everybody give me an insight check, please. Like, it is a momentary switch that actually Cinder, Striker, Raven, and Arthur do not catch. So Dorian and Krebus, you catch this quick change from it being a super happy person to a very forced smile. And you can tell that this job goes far beyond just mere business for her. And she says, "Oh, you're going to do the job that I posted on the board. Is that correct?"
It is.
Well, I appreciate that you are willing to do so. The Lost Scout is a very important friend of mine. She's another goblin. Name is Grahunda. And I will give you the spelling of that name right now, because I'm nice like that. And also, yeah. She says she has green hair, and there's a runic tattoo on her right shoulder. She entered the moorland to scout the path of the lightning rail, a line that has been depleted and pyramid-shaped conductor stones, hoping to maybe search some depots along the way. But she was expected back days ago and hasn't returned yet.
Do you have a map of where she was last seen?
I don't. I just know that she was following the rails.
Did she go alone?
She did. Well, I mean, technically, she's usually accompanied with, she's got a pet with her. So she's not technically alone, but I mean, humanoid-wise, yeah, she's alone.
Why'd you let her go alone?
Wasn't my choice. If I could have gone with her, I would have.
How old is this little one?
Old enough to have a daughter that's absolutely no help.
Are you the daughter?
No.
Okay.
No, she is actually my daughter.
You're old enough to have a daughter?
Yes.
She is a scout.
She is.
Scouts often work alone.
They do. And she can't help but wander off on her own. I mean, but usually she's able to come back within a day or so of the expected time, but this time she's been gone for a lot more than she should have been. Now, go ahead.
Given my line of work and experience out in there, would I have a vague idea of if she were nabbed by a creature, what sort of creature it might be for that area?
There's no telling in the Mournlands. No telling. I mean, I've given her lots of lectures about venturing out on my own, or out on her own, but clearly, out in one ear, out the other. I mean, I wish she'd just follow my footsteps and just be here and selling and all this stuff, but it's not, unfortunately for her. Now, I mean, with the amount of I'm willing to pay 10 gold a piece if you can bring her back alive. or 5 gold if you return with either her corpse or proof of death. But I'd much rather you bring her back alive, of course.
Well, I would certainly hope so.
Yes.
What kind of animal companion does she have?
She's, well, she's an artificer, and so she made her a mechanical dog. It goes by the name Earl, Errol, Earl, or Errol, Yeah, that works. But she's got a mechanical dog with her. So I can't help but, worry.
Well, we'll get what we need and see if we can strike out and find her.
I appreciate
Do
that.
you know where the lightning rail would start for us?
You do. It actually starts not too far from the town.
Oh.
Yeah. 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 So, yeah, you can, and that the lightning rails do go throughout the Mournlands. It used to be, prior to the war, that they were throughout this whole area, the lightning rails. But because of everything, some of the areas have been abandoned, and so the rails have been broken and left to deteriorate. It is Sir Y. Yep. Exactly. Well, it's Sir what you will, but yeah. Yep. But yes. So, Sir what? Yeah. Yes. So she kind of watches you guys, and she says, does anybody in here speak Goblin?
No.
I do.
Okay.
Perhaps I taught you as a child.
She says, then to make sure that it is her, the tattoo, the runic tattoo on her shoulder, it is in Goblin, and it reads, bravery against danger.
We'll be on the lookout for this.
I appreciate that. Is there anything else that I can help you? No? Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate your assistance.
Do you have any furry creature repellent?
No? Why would you want... Wait, why... What furry creatures are you trying to repel?
This one follows me everywhere.
Why would you want to repel that sweet creature?
Their intentions are unintelligible.
She kind of bends down a little bit, and she says, "What are your intentions?" to the cat, and he just kind of rubs up against her hand, and she says, "I don't think that his intentions are bad. He seems
That is
he
what
just
you are
wants to help."
saying, but have you ever gotten their hair within your gears?
I cannot say I have. No.
How would you get their hair in your ears?
Gears.
Oh, well, I suppose that could be a bit of an issue.
Worth it.
Okay. So then, with that, is there anything else that you guys would like to accomplish, or we will get you set out on the road to follow these lightning rails?
Well, it's not getting any grayer out there.
It is not, in fact, getting any grayer out there. It is not. So, all right. Well, then we were going to jump ahead to the fact that you are within the Mournlands. You are following some lightning rails, and you are just enjoying life in the gray.
I don't know about enjoying.
Enjoying
I
life,
don't
yes.
think enjoying's the right word.
That's totally the right word. All right. So you follow the path here, and in fact, you let's see. Let's go with you are able to let's see. I'm trying to find some background. There we go. Some travel music that does not have the other things in it. All right. Let's see here. Let's go this one. So you follow these lightning tracks, and you are aware that these tracks are they were made for these lightning rails to be able to travel, the lightning ships to travel on them. And it's quite interesting to see what looks to be the makeup of these kind of interesting mechanical creations. These tracks, much like our regular train tracks that we have, do run very similar. However, every once in a while, even these worn lightning railstones, you see have just a small crackle of lightning as you're traveling through, and you it's about the second day, the beginning of the second day, when ahead of you, the worn lightning railstones have been shattered by black glass shards protruding from the ground. Now, these shards, ranging in size from a few inches to several feet tall, seem to disturb the ground in an uneven circle, roughly 100 feet in diameter. Now, everybody please give me a perception check. Okay. All right. So, with that, Dorian, you see in the center of this uneven circle is a corpse sprawled out on the ground. From the distance that you are, when it's, about, I want to say about 100 feet or so when you first realize this, it looks to be humanoid in shape.
Then I will try to get closer.
Okay.
Get a better look at it.
As you get closer, you don't see anything else around. No people, no animals, no nothing. Just this corpse in the middle of this circle. And as you get closer, you see it may have once been human, but is now burned and smashed beyond recognition. And if anyone is proficient with medicine and wants to do a medicine check, you are more than welcome to do so.
Nope.
All right. Oh, Joe is be right back. Hold on. Let's see, because I think Joe is proficient with medicine.
Hope somebody is.
I know somebody is. He was the healer. I'm pretty sure he's... No, he's not. Oh, no. You guys are screwed.
We're screwed.
Oh, no, you're
I
screwed.
mean, I have a wisdom bump in medicine. Does that count?
Well, sure. Why not? Anybody who wants to do a medicine check, why not?
Wait a moment.
Nope.
Or not. Too late.
Okay. So The body was humanoid. I will go so far as to say you think that was probably electrocuted. But it also, because you see like electrical burns and stuff, but it also looks like there was something else there that like bludgeoned it.
Does it look like it's been here a while?
You're unsure.
Sorry, what they're checking?
They were checking the body that they just found, and you are not proficient with medicine, but if you would like to try a medicine check, you are more than welcome to do so.
Please
Sure.
wait.
Investigation?
Please wait.
Oh, hold on, please wait. What, Tor? Okay. Alright, so that was a please wait from your friend Krebus here.
And Grievous will say this. Who is it Joe?
Yes.
Joe, you are the bravest little child in my class I have ever seen. You are amazing and can do anything you set your mind to.
And you get Bardic Inspiration. That is a D6 at this level, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. Alright, so you have Bardic Inspiration there, Joe, for this medicine check, if you would like.
Awesome. And also, I have this.
Also.
And I need to change something to
Okay, you
get
also
medicine.
have hero points if necessary. Okay. When you make a medicine check or an ability check using the herbalism kit, you can roll a d4 and add the numbers. Look at that! You can make... Alright. So, you've got... Huh?
I want to do an investigation check.
You can, in fact, do an investigation check, yes. Alright, so Joe, this means you have a medicine check with a d4 and a d6 if you need it. Alright. Okay, so... with a d4, so that's 12, and a
12.
d6. Alright, that brings it up to a 16. Nice. With a 16, you do confirm that this body was in fact human, not just humanoid. It is a human. It did, in fact, get electrocuted. It caused the burns on the body that you see, but along with being electrocuted, it was pulped by an extreme bludgeoning force, something quite large. In fact.
Did you say pulp?
Pulped.
Interesting.
Yes.
I will tell all that.
With the investigation check, and this, we're going with, Joe's checking the body and stuff, and you're kind of there too. Cinder Striker, you find a dented metal vial on its hip.
Okay, do I know what it is, or?
Maybe. It looks like well.
Gonna shake it, see if I hear anything.
Okay.
If I hear something, I'm gonna carefully open it up and sniff it.
It seems that it is, hold on, I have to scroll. It is a potion of healing inside. So you hear liquid and you open it up and you smell it, and it is a potion of healing.
Well,
It
that
is
didn't
just
do
in
much
a
good.
dented metal hip flask instead of a glass jar.
I'm a little concerned that they had a potion of healing and they're still dead.
They might not have gotten the chance to use it.
Mm-hmm. That is true. So, all right. All right. So you have these, you look around and you have these giant stones that are that are there, and yeah, they're odd. They're just strange strange creatures. Not strange creatures, strange stones that are just seem to have protruded out of the ground. It's weird.
Do they look natural or?
Hey, can I take a closer look at them?
You can, in fact. Give me an investigation check, please. Okay.
Hey, I didn't roll horrible.
You didn't roll horrible. Good job. So you look at these stones, and there's something off about them. Something different about them. They're almost like a crystallized rock. And Cinder Striker and Arthur, as you are looking at these, you see that they start to move. The stones start to move.
Like vibrating move or?
Like aggressively?
Like transformative movement.
Mm-mm.
Oh no.
Maybe they're friendly.
Maybe. And you see these stones seem to start to transform into what looks to be a
Rock lobster?
rock lobster. Totally. No.
I like it.
A crystallized looking dragon of some sort.
Dragon?
Dragon. And you look around and you see that there is more. As you notice that each of the rocks seem to shudder. Before you see that only a couple actually come to life.
Okay, only a couple. That's
Only
not
a
too
couple.
Only.
Yep, only a couple. So, with that, my friends, we are going to take our break just a little bit early and let our players panic a little bit before we find out what happens to them around these rocks that seem to be morphing into what look to be dragons.
bad. Maybe we can tame them.
So, with that, we will be right back in just a few minutes. Thanks, guys. my friends, with a well, let's just say some interesting occurrences have happened since they found this dead body within the middle of this 100-foot. Let's see, what was it? The 100 feet in diameter uneven circle in the middle of following along the rail tracks, the lightning rail tracks. And it is with that, my friends, that we will roll initiative.
I knew it.
Because 4 of these stones proceeded to shift into a creature that is really reminiscent of a dragon, but made of crystal.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Lady, I want one, but I don't want to die.
It's a crystal drake, is what it is, actually.
Reminds me of Kazoo.
It does kind of remind me of Kazoo as well. It's what Kazoo is striving to be.
Gotta eat a lot more math.
He does have to eat a lot more math. All right. So with that, let's see here. All right. So we've got Dorian, Raven, Crebus, Arthur, Cinderstriker, and the Crystal Drake. All right. And as requested, we have some rock music.
Yes.
Apparently, if you listen to the soundtrack that they made for Descent into Avernus, you find rock music. So
We do have rock music?
yeah, in the Sirenscape I'm playing, it is actually called Avernus rock music.
It's still playing the banjo.
That's weird.
I can hear the new music.
I hear the new music too. It's awesome.
Reminds me of my Doom days.
Right? Yep. All right. So with that, my friends, so Dorian, you actually, to be fair, Arthur and Cinderstriker, you two were looking at some of these rocks, so you would have been closer to some of them. I'm not saying you have to be close to the ones that happen to come alive. I'm just saying you would have been close to some of the rocks. Why don't you place yourselves near some of the rocks, please?
Where was the body?
In the center.
Very center, okay.
Yep, in the very center. We're gonna actually use a dead soldier icon. Alright, that works. Okay, so Dorian, you see that Cinderstriker and Arthur start to freak out as 4 of these rocks seem to morph into these dragon-like creatures.
Have I recognized these beasts before?
Give me a nature check.
I have been known to meander about the gray.
You have never seen rocks turn into dragons before.
There's a first time for everything.
Reminds me of why I hate coming out here in the first place. Alright, he gonna go ahead and step up here to the plate, draw out a gun, and not that you can see because his back's to the party, but a golden cross emblem will appear over his right eye as he, bonus action, casts Hunter's Mark on this fella here up in the upper right.
Okay.
So I guess 1 extra damage, and he can go ahead and take out his pistol and have himself a shot.
Alright. As you hunters mark him, unfortunately 10 will not do it.
And what are the hero points? That's a D8.
No, it's a D20. You can re-roll it. Sorry, not a D20. It is a D. Sorry. Hold on.
It is a D8.
D8. Okay. That's right. It was. Hey, continue.
You put one D8 on my sheet.
Oh, sorry.
So,
It is supposed to be a D6. I'm sorry.
what
It's
is
supposed to be a D6. So, sorry. Thank you, Tor.
But 6 be enough?
It might. Depends on what you roll.
What the hell? I'll go ahead and spend one.
Okay. That will make it enough, yes. Alright, so that
13.
is a total of 12 points of damage to that guy. Alright. Or sorry,
13.
13 points. Alright. So you do 13 points of damage to him. Alright.
And I will end my turn.
Okay. Alright. Perfect. Okay, so then Raven, that brings us to you.
Alright, well, Raven is gonna go ahead and look at one of these lovely creatures here.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly this one right here.
Okay.
Well, darling, I guess you want us to take a little bit of a shine to you. And she's gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay. Alright, Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Okay. Alright, so, that is a wisdom save. Okay. That's what I was trying to remember. Alright, this guy.
Haha.
I mean, yeah. He kind of doesn't get it. He just, like, it, quite literally, the joke goes over his head, but he starts laughing.
I like it. And then I'm gonna turn back to Dora and say, "Hey, sugar, why don't you go and strike some of these beasts down and make me a pretty necklace out of it?" And I'm gonna give him a bardic inspiration.
Okay, bardic inspiration to Dorian. All right. That brings us to Arthur.
I'm actually not entirely sure how this works.
Okay.
I would like to cast Magic Weapon, which I don't actually have a spell slot for, but I have a trait for, so I can still do that. Hang on, if you go under Spellsmith, I think.
I think that. Let's see here. You know the mending cantrip. Once you cast a spell with this trait, you can't do it again. Yes. Yep. You can do it once.
Without concentration. Okay, so I'd like to do that on my crossbow.
Okay.
And then I'll take a shot at same one Dorian was shooting at.
Okay.
I think even with the +1, that does not help.
It does not.
Alright, that's all I got. I'm gonna back up a bit though.
Thank you, cause that was part of the reason we took our break, so I could go find some rock music. All right. So then it is their turn, and in fact, these creatures, will start moving towards you. Yeah, they can go quite a bit, as a matter of fact. And they do start coming towards you. And let's see here. You know what? You're closer, so he's gonna go right there. And just to it. Okay. Cinder Striker, you might have lucked out because I forgot you were right there. All right, so we have Orange is going to take the first bite and going to take a bite at Krebus. Krebus, does a 17 hit you?
Of course, I'm a bard.
Okay, just checking. For 5 points of damage. Black right there is going to go against Dorian. I don't think an 8 hits you, though.
Nope.
Nope. Alright. We've got, red against Arthur. I'm pretty sure 6 doesn't hit you. And yellow against Raven. Right, my anti-caster rolls are showing. I know. I'm pretty sure 19 will hit you, Raven.
That one hit.
Yep.
Let's hit the squishy.
I like hitting squishies. Alright, that is 5 points of damage to you, Raven.
Ouch.
Alright. Okay. Are you rolling
Oh.
on a D&D Beyond?
I didn't press anything.
I know, but that's pretty awesome. Alright.
Weird, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm here for it.
Okay. Alright, so, Cinder Striker, it is your turn.
I would like to thank it for getting me sneak attack, and I will shoot yellow.
You are welcome, because I totally forgot you were right there. Alright, which one are you going? Orange or yellow?
Yellow.
Yellow, that will hit. 8 points of damage. Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
I'm just gonna move a little bit.
Okay. So unfortunately, cause I forgot to turn off Pupspirations and Ashy Advantages. But for the purposes of this, you know what? He spent the points and stuff. I will say that everybody gets another health potion.
Yay! I'm gonna need it.
Yep, they're gonna need them. So, a Dr. Dylan health potion. Yep. Cause, yep. So, all right, Joe, you are up.
I actually like how these creatures look, but I don't like them attacking us and trying to kill us. So, for Raven, this is for you. You got this. Just keep it up. You get healing word.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. So healing word to Raven for 5 points of healing.
Ah, that's exactly what I lost.
Yep, full health.
All
That's
right.
good.
Okay.
A whole 9 points again, guys. Yay!
Hey, all you have to do is survive this mission, and you get to level up.
Right?
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. Joe, that is a bonus action. Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna chuck one of my damage potions at the creature next to her.
Next to Raven? Okay.
Not right behind it, so we'll attack Raven. or
Over
anything.
here. Okay.
Yeah,
What are you throwing?
a bit of acid.
Acid splash. Okay.
Mm.
All right, that is dexterity. Yeah, they're not real dexterous, guys. No. All right. So that is 4 points of acid to them. All right. Anything else? Do you want to move or are you going to stay there?
Let's see. I think I'm in the great distance for
Okay.
everyone, so
Okay.
I'll stay where I am.
All right. Krebus, that brings us to you, my friend.
Okay. I will attack this one right next to me. Why did he come near me?
Because he likes you.
Just the key.
They all like you. All right. Doesn't. No.
You don't have to tell me. And then I will cast Healing Word upon myself.
Okay. That's probably not a bad plan. All right. So Dorian, that brings us to you. As you see Krebus kind of glow for a moment with healing himself.
Well, I suppose it would be disadvantageous to try to shoot something in close quarters,
I mean,
at least for another level or two. So he'll use his free hand to draw out a rapier and try to stab this here fella to the north.
Okay.
So Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Another one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And a rapier. I'll take off the 2. I forgot to check that. So.
That's all right. It's still gonna hit, so you're good. Okay, so 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He is still up, but it is you're hurting it. It's taken quite a bit of damage. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay. By the way, because it's considering your hunter's mark as a spell slot thing. Yeah, you can just use the one. I usually use the damage that you rolled when you cast it, and then just add it to it. But I just want to make sure that it's not, depleting your spell slots every time.
I don't have spell slots.
Oh, that's right. You don't have spell slots. Never mind.
It's a free casting I get from my background.
Yep. Never mind. All right. So Raven, that brings us to you.
All right, Raven's gonna take her flute off her side,
Okay.
do a little twirl, and start fiddling on a little song. And she's gonna cast Thunderwave.
Okay. All right. Thunderwave from you is going 15 feet, and Cinder is right outside of it. I assume that I didn't put you into a square, so you know what? Because I didn't put you in a square, I'm gonna put you right there, so that Phoebus is out of any chance. All right.
There we go.
That is this guy, and that is Constitution. That's a 15. Okay, he's not gonna be, let's see, he's not gonna be pushed back, but he will take half the damage, which is...
Is crystals a rock or mineral?
It is. It is. So he will be... Yeah. Yep. So he will take the damage on that, but he will not be pushed backwards.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
I'm going to point over to Jilmo. Jilmo, take him down. Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. All right. For some reason, you selected offensive spells. I mean, you thought you were gonna need them, apparently.
No, I selected 0.
Oh.
Whoops.
Okay. Well, I mean, you were told to keep them alive, so...
That's true.
All right, Arthur, it is your turn.
I don't feel too good. And I'm gonna vomit all over this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gross.
And well, that was horrible damage.
It was horrible damage.
But it should also catch this 30 feet.
Oh, it's a 30-foot line. Yeah.
5 foot wide, I think.
Ew. It's like projectile.
Oh, that's all of the grossness going on right there. Yeah.
Projectile vomiting for the win.
Too much whiskey.
Apparently.
It's gonna happen when you eat whiskey for every meal.
So this guy is gonna go ahead and take the full damage of that because he was way too close. Let's see here.
So his next action, he has to wash it off or he takes acid again.
Uh-huh. So he's a little green going on here. All right, and then let's see, or be covered for the spell's duration. Okay. So he will take some damage. The other one is just outside of it, so he does a better job of noticing it coming. So, all right.
That's all I got.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll the 2d4.
Oh, did it not roll already?
It did, but I'm going to give you an extra one because that was pretty creative right there.
All right.
Because it's at the start of his turn. It's the start of his turn. All right. So 5 points of damage to him as he is a rock. So he's a construct, but he looks a little gross.
Little sizzly.
Uh-huh. But you know what? He's gonna take a bite out of you anyway.
Nope.
So 13 hit you?
Does not.
Oh, okay. So then the black one is going to go against Dorian as you guys have a thing going on up there. 18, I believe, will hit you, Dorian.
That'll hit.
All right. That is 3 points of piercing damage to you. Orange is going to go on Krebus. That's a 19 to hit you, Krebus. I believe that one's going to hit you as well for 2 points of damage. And then Raven.
That'll hit.
I got 2 19s in a row. That's pretty good. For 3 points of damage. Alright, Cinder Striker.
Which of my friends is looking the most hurt?
Raven just took 3, Krebus took 2, and
So still Raven.
Dorian
yeah?
took 3. Pretty much that's all that. Yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna shoot yellow again.
Okay. That will hit.
Guys, she called us her friends. She decided we're her friends.
She did.
You weren't supposed to hear that.
And
That's
with
some
that,
from an teenager.
you kill it.
Yay, you did.
Alright. So, okay. And you gonna move or you gonna stay there? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move a little bit.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead and move and then it's Joe's turn.
He says,
Huh.
I know the bar, Raven. Do I give me this bar situation?
Uh-huh.
When there's a way, can I use a bonus as to give it to Cinder Striker?
Nope. Nice try, though. Nope.
I cannot bar for the bar?
You can't. Bardic Inspiration is not transferable.
Non-refundable, non-transferable.
Non-transferable.
All sales are final.
Yep, pretty much.
Alright. Well, at least I try.
You did try.
I will, since Acid seems to work on these guys, I'll try to throw another Acid at Black.
Okay.
You get a Acid potion, you get an Acid potion, everyone gets Acid potion except my teammates.
Apparently, Joe thinks he's Oprah. Okay.
What the hell, why will 2?
I don't know.
rolled the same damage.
That's funny. Alright, so you're sending this one to where? To Black, you said?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Just trying to figure out who's going to take the 3 points of damage. And it is going to be the black guy who takes all of the 3 points of damage and is dead.
I'm going to go to Raven seeking more medical testing, or how's Cleavage and Dorian work?
So all 3 of them took less than 5 points of damage.
So they are fine so far.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but still.
I'm going to move in the middle just in case, whoever needs it.
Okay. You guys should be able to see the health bars. Can you see the health bars?
I have
Yeah.
zoomed out and to see the whole field.
Now I see it.
can't see the health bar clearly.
Okay, I just want to make sure you can see them, though. Okay. Because sometimes there'll be one where I'll, like, forget one person and you can't see their health bar. But I was trying to make sure I got everybody. All right, well, Krebus, that brings us to you.
Okay, this one directly in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell them that they're not even a semi-precious crystal. They are a very bad dragon. And that's to Orange.
Okay, and that is a wisdom save. Oh!
What are you talking about? I'm fabulous.
He thinks he is the most fabulous dragon to ever dragon.
And then I will put my hand on. Well, I won't put my hand on him, but I will tell Dorian that you are the fanciest of the fancies.
Okay. You giving him bardic inspiration too?
Yes.
Okay. So you have. Did you used the last one? Yeah or no?
No.
Yeah. Yes,
No,
I gave
okay.
that for some other skills. I have one more left after that.
Okay. So you have a bardic inspiration from each of your two bards. I will say that they count as different types of bardic inspiration. Because technically you can't have two bardic inspirations, but you have two different bards.
Okay, then I'll give it to somebody else.
Okay.
I'll give it to Arthur.
Okay.
I said you could use the shower.
All right. So Dorian,
But your vomit is very helpful.
bardic inspiration to you, Arthur. All right. So okay, there you go. All right, Dorian, that brings us to you. The black one that was next to you got acid splashed to death, but you still have the orange one that is right next to you as well.
All right, I'll go ahead and use a bonus action to move my hunter's mark.
Okay.
A third
You really
one. Is
like the ones right there, buddy.
Hold on, is this thing only rolling ones?
No, you rolled as something else earlier.
No, I rolled 3 ones in a row.
I know.
And then a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's 1. All right.
No, I have it set to only roll ones for you.
It wouldn't surprise me. Anti-caster rhetoric. And then,
It's a D6 minus 6.
yeah.
She liked to be the gunslinger. She had to do something else.
I mean, I have to have the anti thing. Yeah.
And what's the bardic at this?
D6.
1d6.
Yep.
All right.
Oops, wrong one. That's bonus. This is bardic. Okay.
So 9.
9 does not hit it. It doesn't have a high armor class, but it is made out of rock. So. Alright, anything else you'd like to do? You moved bonus action, moved your hunter's mark, so that is all I believe that you can do. So, Raven, what would you like to do?
Raven's gonna make her way over here.
Okay.
Kind of help out over here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast Thunderclap.
Okay.
All 1 point of it.
Okay. Alright. So that is a con save.
You guys notice Raven's really loud in a fight.
She's very loud.
And he takes no damage.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Side
Then
though.
Arthur, are you gonna move or are you gonna stay there?
Just stay here.
Okay.
The
Arthur.
words of Critical Role. Level 1.
Level
Level
1.
1.
Yep. Alright.
I'm gonna step around this nasty thing here and try and help out the group up there that doesn't seem to be able to do much. On the orange one.
Okay. It would be disadvantaged since you are currently engaged with the other one. Melee.
Alright. Go balls. Well, you have a D6, right?
I was gonna say, would you like to use your bardic inspiration? Alright,
Okay.
that will make it hit.
Yay.
As its armor class is actually 13. So, yeah. Alright, that will hit the orange guy, and, yeah, he's taking damage. So, anything else you'd like to do?
That's it. Is this guy gonna wipe the acid
He's
or any
not.
Alrighty.
He's gonna try to bite you instead. Alright, 6 points of damage to him, and he's not gonna actually bite you. Alright.
Puke in your eyes will do that.
Right? Okay, and then, let's see. I'm actually gonna let the dice decide who gets hit with this one. So,
That sounded like some dad experience there.
I already got the dad jokes in a couple times tonight, so
alright,
just
so,
go on
Raven,
there.
Crebus, and Dorian. So 1, 2, Raven, 3, 4, Crebus, 4, 5, 6, Dorian. All right, Crebus. He really likes Crebus.
Well, if he wasn't a little child, I would tell him what he could do with this liking.
I know, but he didn't bite you. He tried to bite you. It didn't work.
It was a love bite.
Rude.
Uh-huh. Cinder Striker, what you doing?
I'm gonna shoot the one covered in puke.
As you do.
As you do. All right. So
Does that count as cover?
it does not count as cover.
Puke doesn't count as cover.
No, it does not. Do you want to spend a hero point to make it hit, or do you want to just let it go? It is up to you.
I'll spend the hero point.
Okay, so no matter what you roll, it will hit. All right. Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage. Yeah, no matter what, because you needed a 13.
Yeah, but
So-
I wanted to.
Okay. Well, you killed it with your short
Yay.
bow. So
Yay!
so good job.
P.
All right.
And then
Do you want
I'm
to move or you gonna stay
gonna
there?
move a little bit.
Okay. All right. So then it is Joe's turn.
I'm going to get closer to it, try to analyze the creature bit,
Okay.
and tell Chris, if you hit right here, it may do more damage, and do the help action.
Okay. All right. So then, Crebus, that brings us to you. With Joe's assistance here, you have advantage on your attack.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
What?
Damn it, I always said, never mind.
Yeah.
I have advantage on my attack.
You have advantage on your attack.
No pressure.
Oh, no. This is not my forte.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage for it.
We'll poke at him with my spear.
Okay. You do poke at him with your spear, and do you not have any bonuses to your spear?
Not strong.
I am not
Are you
strong.
proficient?
Yeah, but is okay. All right.
I'm a bard.
You are a bard. Okay. All right.
This spear is for decoration.
Mm-hmm. It's versatile, so you actually can add your dexterity bonus. So
Spear?
Yeah, it's versatile. So
Well, that's
we're gonna change your spear to dexterity instead of strength.
Ooh.
Yep. That's why I was like, you're not getting very, very far. And this seeing that adds a +2 to your attacks. So, yep. You just have to be fancy with the spear now because it's versatile. It's dexterity. All right. So that's a total of 4 points of damage instead of just 2. All right. Dorian, he's starting to look hurt.
All right, let's try this again.
Wow.
Okay.
I just wanted to be sure because I rolled like 4 fucking ones and all right, so 4 or 1 plus 8, so 9 damage.
Okay. That will, he will take it. He is still up, but he is looking bad. All right, Raven.
Didn't work very well, so let's just go ahead and hit it over the head with my quarterstaff. Yeah.
Okay. That will hit it.
Yeah.
Again, you should probably change that to dexterity.
Bards for the win.
Uh-huh. What's your dexterity modifier?
Dexterity is 2.
He only needed 1.
Haha.
Does a bonk is all you need.
Apparently, a bonk was all they needed.
A bonk bonk.
Yep. All right. So with that, you guys are out of combat, and you are. See, there you go. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. So then that's gotta be Dex. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Got you. There we go. That's a little bit.
All right. So you're investigating these rock things.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says
Uh-huh.
when the investigation stop, I like to harvest the orange one, this crystal.
Okay.
I tried to help. I was not much help.
Okay.
Well, I want to see what we could find first before start the harvest.
The first thing that you guys see is that Sir What You Will comes up. Like, he had run away when you guys started this. He comes up and I don't know.
He sits up on the.
No, he comes up and he climbs, like, you see him physically climb up Krebus's clothing till he sits on his shoulder. And he comes over and he, like, bops him on the nose.
No! Ouch!
Oh, that's a sign of endearment. I lost my accent.
You are fully healed, Krebus.
Oh. Me next.
He can only do it once per long rest.
He doesn't even appreciate you. I appreciate you.
So, one of the things with this special Ashy follower is that once per long rest, he can cast Healing Word at 4th level.
Ooh.
Yep. So,
Oops.
all right. With that investigation, you see that these are probably the things that did the bludgeoning against this body. But unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of stuff that you can investigate per se. The other rocks look like they are just rocks. Yeah, you can I would say, Joe, I would say that you can harvest a little bit of crystal out of these guys. You can take a couple of chunks that have broken off.
Cool. So no roll needed?
No roll. You guys have broken off enough chunks of it, I'm not too worried. Alright. So with that, you know that this is not the body that you were looking for, as this person is too big to be the goblin that you were looking for. So you continue up the lightning rail line, past a ruined train depot, which you stop and look around at. Alright, okay, you're going to investigate said depot. Got it.
Ooh.
As you do, you see that it seems like no one has been here in a very long time. This is a very abandoned train depot. With the exception of some footprints in the dust on the like, we're thinking, like, train depot, you think the old-timey, like, train station from that has the little, like, porch out in front. And you see
Wild West.
Yeah, the Wild West train station, you see footprints on like the wood that's right there.
What size?
Small.
Where are they going?
Past the train depot.
Okay. Are there smaller footprints?
There are not.
Not like a little dog?
They're not.
Okay.
But you do see up ahead the lightning rail actually runs through a group of ruined wooden buildings. As you kind of keep following the rails on, you see a gust of wind blasts across the plains, and a roughly globe-sized stone tumbles into one of the conductor stones that's right there. As its chunk clunks against it, a whooshing sound erupts from further up the track. A spectral lightning rail train appears. And you see, with arcs of ghostly lightning flickering underneath it, as it moves rapidly down the line towards the oddly shaped stone ball. And about halfway between you and the ball, you see a dog-shaped iron construct.
You see any people?
Is it moving? Just laying down?
It seems to be growling at you. As it sees you and it starts growling.
At us, not the spectral train thing?
Not the spectral train thing. And you see the yeah, so
Does it seem like it's protecting something, and that's why
it
it's
does
growling?
seem like it is protecting the stone.
I don't suppose there's any sign of a goblin near it.
Nope.
Did we catch whether or not that thing had a name?
The dog?
Arrow.
Yeah. Errol?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. You, yeah. You see the train is currently coming down the tracks towards that stone and towards the dog. What are you doing?
Does the dog look like it's stuck in the path of the train?
So, the dog itself is not in the path, but the stone that it is trying to protect is, in fact, in the path of the train.
Can we move the stone?
You want to go running at it? You can.
I mean, I'm not very strong if somebody else wants to move it.
How big is the stone?
Couple feet. Yep, seems to be a couple feet across. What are you doing? The train is coming at it.
I'll head out that way.
Huh?
I'll go for a run out that way.
Okay. As you get closer, you hear the growling intensifies. And you look and you see that this is in fact a iron defender. And you hear it growling at you. So you know that it is in fact most likely the dog you were looking for.
I want to try and talk to it and say, like, not coming for you. He's not coming to hurt you. Trying to get your stone.
As the as it seems to, be upset, and he's just, watching and waiting, and he tries. You see, he tries to push the stone away from where he is. And what I need, and we're not going to actually use a map for this, but what I need is I need you all to please re-roll initiative. Because we are going to see if the train beats you to the stone. Alright. And let's...
How long does bar last?
10 minutes? No. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay, 10. Alright. Okay, and we are going to... Alright, come on. Restart this music. I liked this music. Come on. Alright. Come on, you can do this. Alright, so with that, let's see here. Krebis, you see Arthur go running for this stone. It is, so just for reference, the train itself is 20 feet away from the stone and the dog. You guys are 100 feet away.
How fast is the train moving?
Do you want to wait and find out?
No.
Okay. Let's just put it this way: in the time that you ran to the, and I will say, that you are. Did you dash, or are you just running your movement? Would you have dashed, Arthur?
If it looks like I needed to, I would dash, yeah.
Okay, so I would say that in that time period, it moved slower than you moved in your dash.
Okay.
How's that? Alright. So, yeah, we will say that it moved slower than you did in your dash. Okay. There we go. Alright. So, with that, Krebis, you are 100 feet from this rock. You just saw Arthur run 60 feet towards it. What are you gonna do? Did we lose Bob? Are you there, Bob? Oh, okay. So, I was to say, does your microphone not want to work? Alright. The cat messed things up. Got it. Well, I mean, he just wanted to help heal you. I mean, come on. Alright, so, I assume, do you start running towards the stone? Arthur does not have inspiration. Do you want to give him inspiration? Alright. Okay, so you dash 60 feet forward and you give him inspiration. Perfect. Raven, what are you doing?
I'm panicking.
Okay.
I'm gonna run towards it. I'm gonna run towards it.
Okay.
I only have like,
You move 60 feet?
yes, I move 60
Okay.
feet.
Alright, Joe.
I'm going dash up to 40 feet, because halflings are not that fast.
You are not that fast. Alright. Well, actually, you're 25, right? So you get to go 50.
Oh, 50.
Yes. Alright. Joe, as you dash your 50, you notice that the train, on its turn, moves about the same as you do. Cinder Striker, what are you doing?
I was trying to talk to the dog.
You're trying to yell at the dog.
Not yell, but just be like,
Well, you're currently 100 feet away from him.
Okay.
Or did you run with Arthur? I'm sorry, missed it.
No, but I'll start moving now, but I'm still trying to, like,
Okay.
I don't want it to attack.
Okay. So you go running up the 60 feet as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And you start trying to talk to the dog, and you see that it is still growling real loudly, and it keeps looking back between you guys and the train. All right, Dorian, are you dashing?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and dash.
Okay. Arthur, you're at 60 feet, so you have 40 feet of movement to get to the rock with a growling dog between you and the rock. He said be right back. I just realized.
No, yeah, I'm here.
You're back.
Sorry.
Okay.
I guess I'll dash the rest of the way.
Okay.
Don't have any actions to do, so I'll just dash.
Okay. So I would say you move your 30 feet, and as soon as you get within 10 feet of her, the dog will physically turn his body and step up so that he is engaged with you directly in front of you. Between
So
you
that's
and her.
at 30 feet, so I would have an
Well,
action.
You do. You have an action.
I would just try an animal handling check, I think, and just good
Okay.
doggy. I mean,
Okay.
it's metal, so I can't offer it food, right? I can give it a pitten. One piece of metal, boy.
Right. You did what? Okay. All right. So give me an animal handling check. All right. As you do that, he is growling, and he looks as if there is the chance that he will try to attack you. He's very upset.
Is everybody like one turn behind me?
Uh-huh. Yep. So everybody is pretty close to that, yeah.
That's really about all I can do, unless you'll let me have a bonus action to pull a crowbar out of my bag.
Sure. Object interaction.
Yeah.
Is that as a threat or as an offer?
Yeah, maybe I'll use it, maybe I'll give it to the dog. I don't know yet.
Okay. All right. Krebus, that brings us to you. All right. It's not combat as much as it's try to beat the train. We're playing try to beat the train.
It's like the trolley problem.
It is that math question that you always hated.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
goes bad, this. Goes bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alright, you keep running. Okay, so you, alright. So you keep running, and you end up with the same problem that, that Arthur has, in that, you see that when you get up to Arthur, that he is currently face to face with with the dog. And actually, you know what? For the purposes of this, because it is going to be much easier to understand, we will do this. I have you guys on the initiative, but all right. So just for reference, you guys are, this is the dog that is right there, and the rock is on the other side of him. So, all right, we will say it is right there. And he is standing between you and it. So, Krebus, it took you just your movement to get there. You would have an action because you were 30 feet out. So, it's 10 feet between you and the rock. However, the dog is standing kind of between you guys and the rock. So, alright. And we will say, let's see. Why is it? That's weird. I miss cause. Alright. It is difficult without the mic, I'm sorry. Alright. We will say, just for reference, that the yellow is the train track. So the stone that the dog is guarding is very much in the way of the train. And you see that the train, although it is currently moving, is about 160 feet out and moving towards you. So, do you want to do anything, or do you want to, what do you want to do? You've got your action, or, since you only dashed, or only moved, sorry. Try to convince the Guardian to move out of the way. How do you convince them? It is a construct, by the way. You are, in fact, a construct. Yes, you are. So how are you trying to get it to stand down? Plead with it to do, okay. With the silly dance. All right. I would say, because you are a bard and it's awesome, give me a performance check. Perfect. All right. Okay. So you, all right. Yep. He doesn't seem convinced. There we go. All right. So Joe, that brings us to you.
Can I get? It's a train right here. Here.
It's down at the bottom, coming towards you, but it's about 160 feet away right now.
Okay.
But from gauging it, it moved about the same movement as you. About.
As me.
As you dashing.
With a spitty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Trains don't usually break that fast, don't they?
Not the last time I checked. I don't know about lightning trains, but regular trains do not.
That's not gonna work. I'm going to move again.
Okay.
I don't think I can make it. If my mouse will help me. Sorry.
It's okay. 50 feet. If you were to dash, you could get to the, you would actually make it all the way to the train tracks. If you want to figure out...
I want to be on the train tracks.
No, I'm just saying, like, you would get all the way to the train tracks, so it is up to you where you want to stop your dash.
I want to stop near Arthur and try to help him convince the star where try to help, not be enemies.
Okay.
but I can't do nothing yet.
Nope, nothing yet. All right, so then that brings us to Raven.
Let's see. So the train is about
160 feet away. FYI, it moves 40 feet per turn.
Let's see.
And it is coming from the bottom of the map, just for reference.
Oh, okay. Bottom left. Okay. I'm gonna dash. And let's see. I'm gonna try to get like right here-ish.
Okay. And that's with the dash?
Yes.
Okay. Then that brings us to Cinder Striker.
I think I see that. Almost. I'm gonna move my movement and still be trying to talk to the dog.
Okay, so what are you trying to do to convince the dog to not attack?
We're friends. We were sent to find you and your person. We just want to help you. We'll get the rock out of the way, but just let us help you. Please don't attack.
Give me an animal handling check. Or persuasion, I will give you either. Okay. It looks at you, it looks at the rock, and it looks back at you, and it continues to growl. The train moves 40 feet closer. So it is now at 120 feet away. Dorian, what are you doing?
Can I see from here just how successful they are in trying to woo this dog?
It does not look very successful at the moment.
Alright, then I'll move to about yonder and try a trick my cousin taught me at the last family reunion.
Okay.
And I'll use the rope to try to lasso the dog, pull it away from the rock.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that for me. That would be dexterity, I assume. That's what you're using for that. Unfortunately, it does not seem that you're able to do that. It seems like it's not really working out well.
Well, Deacon is better at this sort of thing than I am.
It's true. All right. So then that is your action. You're gonna stay where the movement that you used.
Now you can move the rest of my movement.
All right. So Arthur, that brings us to you. As you see this iron-made dog, and he is growling. He is, if he was a real dog, he would be salivating.
All right.
But
Can I tell-
you know what? All of you are that close. Everybody give me a free perception check, please.
I'm gonna re-roll that because I'm
Because you're a
lucky.
halfling. Because you can. Good call.
Oh god damn it!
Hey, look, it's Christmas for Joe. All right. So, as you guys are looking at this dog and you're trying to figure, out how to convince it to let you help, you all, and it makes sense that the lowest one is Raven because you're farther away, but you all recognize that rock is a goblin that has been petrified.
Oh. We'll do it.
And you now understand why this dog is so protective of the rock. So with that being said, Arthur, the train is 120 feet away. There's a dog between you and this goblin-shaped rock. What you doing?
I mean, I'm gonna assume that I could probably pick up and move a goblin even if it is petrified into rock.
Possibly. If you can get past this iron defender dog.
I've got no strength, though.
Uh-huh.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let it chew on my leg. While it's eating me, you guys get the goblin. And I will make a move around and reach for the goblin to see if I can pull it away.
Okay, and by the way, Joe, with that natural 20, I will give you the fact that you can see the runic tattoo on her arm, even though she is petrified.
Aha.
So you know that it is, in fact, the one that you were sent to find.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone.
It's all good. Okay, so with that, Krebus, what are you doing? As you look over and Arthur is trying to play, what's the word I'm looking for here? He's playing chicken with the dog.
Okay.
Trying to entice the dog to chew on him instead of, whatever. And let the rest of you guys get the now rocked, petrified goblin off the track.
Okay. I already gave Arthur inspiration, right? So
Yes,
I'm all out.
you are.
So I'm going to. This is not my. Okay, I will be trying to sneak around and grab the goblin.
Okay. You notice the dog is intently looking at Arthur.
Okay.
Okay.
I will do my best to sneak and grab the goblin. That is.
Okay. So I need you to please give me a strength check to try to pick up this goblin. Okay.
Oh, that's a save. All right.
It's fine because you have a 0, so it's fine.
Okay.
All right. So you start to you grab a hold of one of the ends of this stone and you start to drag it, but you know that you could move it by yourself eventually, but right now it's very difficult. I would say if you want to step back, that you can get it partially moved.
Okay, I'm just going to be doing my best to move it.
Okay. All right, Joe.
I'll try to help Chris push it more.
Okay.
So, a
Give me
strength check for me.
Yep.
The halfway with 0 to strength.
With the Warforged with 0 to strength.
Yay.
Teamworks. All right. So I would say with your help, you kind of come
I
around.
still have Bardic.
You do have Bardic. It's fine. That is enough. It is enough. That I would say with that, you are kind of able to get it moved a little bit farther. And you guys are now kind of holding this goblin rock thing, trying to pull it off of the tracks.
Alright.
All right. Raven, that brings us to you. What you
Raven's just kind of waiting till the train comes in, and then she's gonna cast Thunderwave or Thunderclap as soon as it goes by.
Okay. I'm gonna share with you what it specifically says in the module. Nothing can stop the train except a force strong enough to stop a speeding train.
I know that. Raven doesn't know that.
I'm just saying, like, I like it how it says, technically, you know, the only thing that can stop a train is a thing that can stop a train. Super helpful. All right.
So really, it's called getting creative.
Right. Mm-hmm. See, you gotta be Superman. Yeah, exactly. All
Actually,
right.
there are actual, like, tracks, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Thunderclap on the tracks. I'm gonna try to break the tracks.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how high of constitution tracks have, but you know.
They're pretty solid, so they might have a pretty good constitution. All right, so you proceed to try to break the tracks in front of you. All right.
Yes.
Okay, Cinder Striker, what are you doing?
I am going to go and try to help them move.
Okay, give me a strength check, please. Perfect. Okay. All
And
right.
that doesn't work. I'm just gonna try and stand between the dog and anybody else.
I was gonna say, where on the body of this goblin do you help them?
That's the thing, I don't.
I know, but where is your token? Where do you move to try to help?
Okay, where's the
The dog is right here.
I would have come like there and tried and then moved around to be near the dog.
Okay. Alright, the train moves.
I can't pull, but maybe I can distract.
The train is now under 100 feet away. Okay.
Negative 1 strength.
Dorian, what are you doing?
It wouldn't be my character if I didn't have a negative strength.
I suppose I'll just move over here onto the tracks and try to push the goblin off.
Okay.
We can use the help, please.
Give me a strength check, please.
Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my God.
Lord did not have mercy for you.
Okay. All right. So you grab a section of this goblin, and you are, for lack of a better term, you're helping. All right, Arthur.
We're lucky it's a goblin, guys.
You are lucky it's a goblin.
The dog's not eating me?
Oh, he is.
Oh, okay.
He so is. As you look at the rest of your party members, you're watching them, and the dog goes for a bite.
Oh boy.
An 11 does not hit you, I believe.
Nope. Shake it off.
All right. And so, Arthur, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm right here, so I'll pull as well.
Okay.
Dog on one leg, and I'll just yank with an arm. Hopefully, don't break a piece off or something.
Okay. So, give me a strength check, please.
Okay.
You worried about breaking?
What?
Piece of it up?
Hopefully not. Piece off.
So you grab a hold, and you are helping as well. Okay, so the four of you now on this goblin thing. You kind of have it. It's kind of like that going on. Mainly, Krebus and Joe are helming this, with Dorian and Arthur assisting. So, I will say, with this, Krebus, I will give you advantage on your strength check. As you guys, I will give Krebus and Joe advantage because Dorian and Arthur are helping.
You know, I also get advantage on safe throw, though.
That's saving throws, yeah.
All right. All right. A strength check.
Yep. All right. With that, you are able to move it just a step off.
It's off of the tracks now?
It is off of the tracks now. Just barely, but it is off of the tracks.
Off the track.
Joe.
Well, I'll try to get all of it off so it will not be very off the tracks and get off the tracks myself.
Okay, give me a strength check with advantage. Come on, you can do it.
Alright, I'll do a, my bardic miss.
I figured you might.
And a hero point as well.
Okay. Spend all of the things. Alright, there you go. Alright, so you don't have 3 bards, you have 2 bards, 2 artificers.
Oh, okay.
Yep. With that, you are able to take another step away from the tracks. Alright. And it is with that, though, that the dog will take an opportunity attack at Arthur.
That will hit.
Okay. I need a strength saving throw from you, Arthur.
Because that went so well last time.
It did. Oh, but
Hey.
you get out of it this time. All right.
Hey.
Okay, so you only take 3 points of damage.
Only.
Only. All right. Raven, what are you doing? You see that they have, and actually, I will say, yeah. The dog is now like, he's ready to attack you guys for taking the goblin.
I'm gonna walk up to the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, boy. We saved her. You gotta come with us. Come on. And I'm gonna
Animal
offer.
handling or persuasion check.
Let's see. I'm gonna offer it a ring I have too.
Okay. It doesn't seem to really care about what you're saying.
Okay. Come on.
Cinder Striker. Safe to assume you're gonna move off the tracks.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, okay guys, let's take our hands off the goblin and back up a little bit. Hopefully the dog will believe that we're not meaning harm. I promise we're just trying to help.
Okay. Alright. As you see the train gets even closer, it gets even louder. You hear the sound of the train, and it is, the electricity is so loud now. You hear that it is crazy loud. But you have managed with that, and with the dog pulling the goblin away from the tracks, you are able to save the goblin from the train.
Yay.
Yes. And I need everybody to please give me another perception check. Holy
man,
moly, look at that. Wow. All right. As you guys kind of set down the goblin body and the kind of leave it so that it's not in your arms again. You see the train goes like screaming by, and you see the dog goes up to the rock, the body, and with that, all of you notice as the rock seems to start moving as it turns back into a goblin.
That might have been helpful a few minutes ago.
Right.
And she kind of shakes it off a little bit, and she says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying my hardest to get unpetrified, but it takes a lot to get away from that, to try to get unpetrified. It takes a lot.
How did you get petrified in the first place?
Well, you gotta. There's creatures out here that will petrify you. You guys gotta be on the lookout. There's these ugly, like chicken-like creatures that they will. Well, if you're not careful, they will try to turn you to stone. Who are you healing, touching?
Arthur to
Oh, Arthur.
pass off his wake.
Okay. All right. Okay. So with that, you have in fact found the person you were looking for, and as she is, back to being herself, Krebus, you catch her say the phrase in Goblin, bravery against danger. And as soon as she does so, oops, hold on. The dog sits down. He stops and he just sits.
Well, that would have been helpful.
Mm-hmm. So what are you guys gonna? What do you do?
We're taking her back.
I agree.
And I will say, bravery against danger and goblin. That's what it says on your shoulder.
It is. That is his command. That's what I
But it
trained
didn't
him.
work when I said it, right?
Did you say it? I didn't hear you say it. If you did,
I said it in goblin to her.
to her, but not to the dog. Did you say
Okay.
it to the dog?
I was saying it to her.
Yeah. Had you said it to the dog, it would have worked to make him stand down. Mm-hmm. All right. So with that, you can, you can in fact start the trek back to the town of Salvation and back to the market with her and her iron defender friend. All right. And yes, you definitely have succeeded in finding her and saving her from not only the lightning train, but also from apparently these chicken-like creatures that turn her to stone. So, with that, you return to the City of Salvation, return her to her mother within the market, and receive 10 gold per person for bringing her back alive.
Yay.
Yes. And with that, my friends, you have completed this first part of the adventures through the Oracle of War. You have completed the Nightland. So with that, my favorite, and I know your favorite part, you get to level up.
Yay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I did declare.
I know, right? It's amazing. All right. With that, you are done with level 1. Woohoo! No more level 1. All right. And so, as we finish up level 1, we are going to raid out to let's see here. Actually, you know what? They're not on. I thought they were. We're actually not going to raid out. We're going to go ahead and just call it right there tonight. So thank you so much for joining us for this amazing Eberron campaign. Just a reminder, we do have our Strict 7 College of Chaos adventure tomorrow with the with the Mage Tower games, and then Monday our Dragon of Ice Spire Peak campaign. So join us then. But until next time, thank you so much for hanging out here within DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure really is always on the menu. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.